real sexy button.
Yeah.
Alright, whenever you're ready.
All right, it is REDinFamy. I'm here with my dude, Steve. Steve, is so great to see you. I haven't seen you since New York Comic Con with Code Vein and everything. But let's talk about this Jump Force.
We gotta talk about Jump Force, right?
Like,
the internet's talking about
yo.
Jump Force, like, just right when it came out, I was just like, on the internet. I was like, memes everywhere. People are just like, how would Light be killing people? He can't write down Goku. His name's Kakarot. I was loving it. It was crazy.
So, Microsoft, how did that all come about? Another partnership with Microsoft trying to show love to a lot of Japanese titles. Did that go the same route as far as for Dragon Ball Fighters as well?
Yeah, I mean, I really got to give it up to Microsoft because like they've been really stepping out and trying to make sure that they're accommodating their fan base that's always been there. Mm-hmm. It's not like, oh, they're just bringing in like the gamers that want this stuff. They've been there that whole time, you know, and they're just trying to make sure that Japan knows like, hey, if you support our platform, we're going to support you. So that's what we were able to do with Dragon Ball Fighters, and that's what we're doing with Jump Force, and it's been absolutely amazing.
Okay, so when the trailer had ended, they showed a Shinigami, and like me and Hip Hop Gamer was screaming, especially me, because I'm a full-on otaku. I love Death Note from front to back, everything. How is that gonna work? Like, you already said with Light, but I see the Shinigamis being the star in Jump Force. Like, how is that gonna work, period?
So, we're actually coming out, we're letting people know they're not playable characters. They're a part of the story. So, unlike, you know, a lot of these other games where people come together, this one's got a rich story that's actually lives within the true rules of each of those different properties.
Okay.
So when you think about it, Light, he's not a fighter, he's a killer, right? So if you put him up against like Goku or Luffy, that boy getting whooped, right? Okay. But then it's like you think about Shinigamis, and I was like, and I'm thinking about it when I started working on it, I was like, how are you gonna do that? Because the world of Shinigamis, they live with a rule.
Exactly.
You can't involve yourself with the affairs of humans or else you'll die. So we don't want Ryuk to turn out like Rem, you know? Just doing something, being like, no, I'm gonna save you, Misa, and die. So they're really key to the story, and I can't wait for people to find out more. There's a lot of those twists where it's like we really want it to feel believable and true to all those different properties coming together.
That is really interesting. Now, of course, we see things first before we get the insight. The game looks fucking dope.
Yep.
I just gotta say that.
Yep.
It looks too dope.
No bleep.
It looks so. It looks like you're fighting with like your action figures that you get, you know, from wherever, and they're in the game, and now you get to like actually see them play together. What was the inspiration behind the art style of the game to be in that sort compared to, oh, we're making this the next step from J-Stars?
So it's a true world crossover. It's our real world and these manga worlds. So you're thinking about like, you know, right here we see Dennis, he's fighting in New York City. You know, and you could also in the demo, you can go to the Matterhorn. Like these are real world locations. And to be able to show that, they needed to think, what's that balance of being able to stay true to the original manga, but then giving it all those like renderings to give it that realistic touch. You know, you don't want it to look too crazy, but you want it to feel believable. Like this is our world. And what would it be like if like our like, you know, heroes from like, you know, come out of the paper, come out of the book and just come and save our planet. So
this looks crazy because One Piece has like its own little distinct type of art style, and then seeing it with like, okay, Naruto from Naruto, like to see them both look still in sync together, like they belong together in the same universe. That looks insane.
Well, even when you think about a lot of these fighting games that, you know, feature different anime and manga characters, typically like as you go through the battle, you know, you're just looking just like the same as when you started. Mm-hmm. But when you look at the characters up close, even when they start up, it's like they've been in some fights already. You can see a little bit of grit on their skin. You can see a little bit of dirt on Naruto's like leg. So it's like these guys are actually like, they're in there, they're fighting. This is not just like, you know, a cartoon character that's like, you know, dancing hologram or something like that. No, they're real, they're pinchable.
Wow. So how is the fight, like I was trying to remember a lot from J-Stars. How does this differentiate from J-Stars to Jump Force?
This is a complete teardown rebuild, you know? So it's like, J-Stars was something that like, you know, I loved the game. I thought it was really awesome because like I've been a fan of Weekly Jump since like forever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so they got the old stuff, they got the new stuff. But it was a game that was made originally for the Japanese audience. So they weren't thinking about like bringing it outside of Japan. They were like, what are we gonna do for our core Japanese fans? This one right from the start, they're like, we're thinking about the entire world. We know that anime is hot. We know that people love it every country.
It's the 50th anniversary.
50th anniversary, 50 years. So much stuff. So they really wanted to make sure that from the get, they were thinking about worldwide, what is the gameplay experience people want? You know, what is the type of visuality that people want? So take what you knew from J-Stars, where you're just kind of like, okay, you know, they had a light story. It was a lot of fan service. This one's about like giving you a real cinematic, like, you know, ultimate summer blockbuster. Like think about summer blockbuster.
Yeah, it does.
You know,
it does. It gives me that feel. So, as an anime and manga fan to another one, what character from Shonen Jump that you would love that's never been in a video game before? What franchise or character, even from old school, way back, that you would love to see in this game if possible?
that's never been in a game before. Like
Never been in any games before.
J-Stars made that so hard because it's like, you know, I love Kuroko no Basket, you know, like Kuroko's basketball, Prince of Tennis. It's all the sports ones that I go crazy for. So it would have to be something. Maybe it's like Hikaru no Go. You know, like those characters. Like
That would be interesting though. That would be really interesting.
like the Go piece is like, you know, it's like big like swipe or something like that. I think, you know, Soma from Shokugeki no Soma. You know, Food Wars. You know,
Food Wars would be really cool. That would be really cool.
But I mean, a lot of my choices, like I'm a kooky guy, so like I want like the crazy ones, you know. But this one, like when people are thinking about like, well, what characters are going to be in here? Think about heroes. This is a joining of heroes fighting against the strongest villains, and it needs to still feel believable. You know, I know that like, you know, if Kuroko came out and he started doing some of his like vanishing drive and like doing some of that, he would probably take down a couple people. But you need someone who's an actual big hero that can stand up within that crowd. So think heroes.
Okay. Did we get a release date yet? Because I don't remember.
Just 2019.
Just 2019.
But this
Okay.
is just the announcement. So we got so much news. Like
I cannot wait for DLC. You know I love me some collector's editions. I need to see something with that. That would be pretty interesting.
Eyes peeled, ears peeled, peel everything. Find a banana, peel that. You know.
All right, this is Steve from Bandai Namco. Yo, Jump Force looks too dope. Make sure y'all check it out. 2019 is must be on your list. See you guys later. REDinFamy, Geek Game Tight. Peace.